Hey guys, it's Lemuel Plummer, the founder and CEO of Zeus Network. Shout out to Grape Tea. Let's go. Hey.
We're going to start off with the BGW girls. Yes, you guys, Baddies Gone Wild Season 1 is on Baddies USA Chapter 2. And it's a lot of unfinished business going on. I don't like the fact that we got these old storylines that's just still going. Like, what are we doing? Right? But I understand Daisy and Bahati because they actually had real beef off camera. Right? But Hurricane, him, and Bahati, like all of this is going on. Also, I was irritated by Hee because Hee decided to become a security guard. Is he getting paid extra to break up these fights? This was crazy. Did y'all see this? Shout out to Zeus Hide His Teeth for the post. Hee felt like security was taking too long to break up the fight, and it took me out. Yeah, this was crazy. And she did a better job than the damn security. All right. Somebody clocked some tea. Security don't know how to break up fights because they be playing favorites and jump out the way of the fights and respond slow, breaking them up and don't break it up. Fair. I agree. Can we talk about that? Summer said you got to sleep with the damn security. Tashiki claimed that Ciroc was sleeping with the security. I'm like, what? And then, we saw how security was booed up, hugged up with Biggie at the Baddies Midwest reunion, right? Did Rolly admit that she was sleeping with security? I'm just saying.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
You bitches is freaky.
They're fucking each other.
Allegedly, okay? But look how she broke it up, y'all. Oh, I thought this was a video. Oh, it is right here.
Get out the way. No, you move. Y'all know how to break a fight. Get out the way. No, you move.
Get out the way. No, you move. I said, damn, and she really did break it up. She moved. I said, damn, she's strong. I don't know. We got questions about E. I don't know.
Bitch, I'm scared. Where's the door?
That's interesting. That was funny though. That was funny. But anywho, let's hear from Daisy, okay? Because y'all know she got beef with Bahati, Lil Bald Hottie, okay? It says someone asked Daisy if the show is scripted, and she said yes. Oh, yes, you guys. She said that Baddies is scripted. Now, we've been hearing about this. She actually goes deeper into this. I'm mad somebody didn't screen record. She actually went live earlier, and she really did expose. She exposed like a lot when it comes to the Baddies, especially when it comes to Bahati. She exposed Bahati. I'm giving Bahati the side eye, especially when it comes to the situation with, motherhood. And she got all this to say about Daisy, but the whole time he's really who y'all think Daisy is, but it was kind of crazy. But she was talking about the connection between Natalie and Bahati too, and how Bahati got on Baddies. But we're gonna talk about it. So shout out to Gossip Time on TikTok. Yeah, it says someone asked Daisy if the show is scripted, and she says yes.
So they tell certain people to do stuff, and then that's how the problems start. Yeah, it's scripted when it comes to shit like that. Like that, I don't understand. Okay, so that right there, like shit like that, like even like Pressure walking in on the scene, like they tell you what's gonna. They didn't tell Pressure, but I'm saying they told the other girls who was coming into the scene with them, oh, y'all gonna do this stuff, like shit like that. Like that's what when it say scripted. It's scripted. Yeah, fuck it, it's scripted. That's all. Who gonna do something to me? Bitch. Fuck, the shit is scripted as fuck. But it's only like certain aspects. Like my shit, They wanted me to be scripted with Bahati. I went off the script. You got me fucked up. Now I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. I asked her when I walked up, we need to talk about all the lies that you be spreading and all of this shit. What's the lies? I said, did you or did you not leak my address? She said, well, I didn't know that was your address. Yes, you did, bitch. I told you.
Bahati's so weird for that. Bahati is so weird for that. We dragged her for that too, because a lot of people was like, you know, they say the same thing with everybody, y'all. You caping for Bahati. You think Bahati's perfect. She can't do wrong or nothing like that. I said, nah, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, they was bullying her. They was jumping on her all season. It was hella weird, right? Because they knew she was the star, right? But after the season, and Bahati, you know, leaked Daisy address, knowing that she got a family and stuff like that. Like, that's weird. That was weird. I couldn't rock with Bahati about that. For that.
That was my address when you fucking inboxed me. No, you didn't. You said it wasn't your house. Girl, stop lying.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that too, because apparently it was a Zeus. So Daisy claims that this guy named Matthew, who Miss Wet Wet was just beefing with, by the way, right? Y'all notice how they be exposed in the background, like the producers and stuff, right? Like, to this day, everybody believed that Natalie and Lemmy had something to do with Ivory address getting leaked, where she got jumped by Stunner Girl, right? So Miss Wet Wet was claiming that this Matthew guy was being weird and doing stuff behind the scenes regarding her, right? And coincidentally, Daisy said the same thing today on Live. She said this Matthew guy has something to do with Bahati getting Daisy's address. Talking about somebody hacked his WhatsApp app. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Okay? That's weird. Remember, Tommy just exposed the Ashley girl who used to work for 11 Hip Hop. She's a producer on Baddies as well. She exposed the Ashley girl for being weird with the storylines and stuff. She said that Ashley was buying perks from Tommy Mama. And I said, wait. What?
Wait a minute, hold up.
This is the same Ashley that Jayla was claiming is the reason Lex was fighting Jayla so much. The whole time Ashley was telling her to do it, and then Jayla asked, why you doing that? She said, because you think you pretty. I'm like, ooh. So basically, the producers be messy as hell. Okay? But yeah. This is all alleged. This is what's been said by all of these baddies, right? So Daisy says she didn't fight Bahati because they wanted her to start another storyline with her, and said she only came to fight Rolly. I gotta be on Zeus' side for this, because like, Daisy, what you mean you only came to fight Rolly? Oh, you thought you was gonna be on this season, all season, and only fight Rolly? No.
That's not what the fans want to see. That's literally what the fans don't want to see. Do you understand? Like, that's not what they want to see. And that's not what the fans want to see. That's what the fans, I promise you, don't want to see.
Like, what are we talking about? Go home. Well, she did.
Because they wanted me to. They wanted me to start another storyline with her. Well, they wanted her to start another storyline with me. And I wasn't doing that. I don't got time for the bullshit, y'all. I really don't. I came there for one thing only. I came there to get Rolly. I didn't come there for Bahati. I already beat you real bad the last time I seen you. So what's the sense of us fighting again? And I really love how they edited it. They edited the fuck out of that, because that bitch was out there acting like a fucking baboon, literally. I was proud of you when you didn't do it. I knew they wanted you to do a period, right? So they could call me in my...
Oh, I'm okay with that too. I mean, okay, so Daisy and Ciroc's, right? Daisy and Ciroc's storyline, my bad. Daisy and Rolly. Daisy and Rolly's storyline was organic, right? Especially with with the whole baby situation and stuff, right? But it's like I'm tired of y'all beef. We saw y'all beef on the previous season. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but then I'm mad because she's still talking about, you only came to fight Rolly. Nobody want to see that. Like, I wanted to see it, but not just Rolly, because maybe you had beef with Tashiki too.
Again, no, that bitch was out there acting like a fucking baboon, literally, but they edited it. That's why the shit sounds so chopped up, because that's not even how the conversation went. The conversation went totally different. The bitch was out there screaming and all that, but they try to make it seem like I was the aggressor and shit. Once again, that's exactly what they're gonna do. Once again. So, but yeah, like, the bitch is a monkey. I don't look, she really at the bottom of the earth for me. Like, I don't look at her as a lady, a woman, none of that. You're disgusting. You're a monkey, bitch.
Wow.
Wait. Let me think.
No comment. Like,
Why would you say that?
Fix it.
Why would you say that?
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of believe Daisy though, because she started really dropping tea. And I'm just looking at Bahati totally different, because Bahati didn't argue the fact that, that she's an unfit mother. They just kept going past that. And she kept saying, you ain't got no money for the baby. But she was like, you ain't even got custody of your baby. You know what I mean? Basically, she's saying that Bahati's playing victim. Shout out to clocking tea with me for the post. Daisy says Bahati was fake crying and pulled her tears back in her eyes after the scene was over. Wow.
I know people are gonna feel bad for me if I do this. Like, my daughter, I didn't do it. She looked, and that's exactly why Bahati was trying. Like, girl, shut up. I don't like this. Stop that. I said, what, you about to cry again? You about to start crying, ain't you? Look, she about to cry. Like, what are you crying for? You have no reason to cry right now. That bitch pulled that tear back up in her eye. I've never seen nobody do that. She pulled it back up in her eye. So in the scene, it looked like she was about to cry. Like, that bitch pulled that shit literally up. Like, I don't know how she did it. This bitch is a great actress. That bitch pulled the tear back up. Like, yeah, you're a dumb bitch. Fuck, I be seeing right through bitches. Like, bitch, you be having all these other people fooled because you got a little accent and a pretty face, bitch. You can't fool me, bitch. You're nasty. And you know that.
I ain't gonna lie, she has a point, y'all. We go clock it. We go talk about it, but basically Bahati's not innocent. And I feel like this is with all of the baddies. It seems like they all got rap sheets, right? They all kind of like janky in one way or another. I mean, that's just, you kind of got to be like that when it comes to baddies. Like, normal people just isn't on baddies. No shade. It just is what it is, right? Because, we start finding out that these people are unfit mothers, right? We start finding out they scammers, they sell cat, allegedly, like whatever the case may be, right? So Bahati did get, fan fave. She was MVB. A lot of people was looking for her to be on Baddies USA Chapter 1. Now she's on Chapter 2, right? But once you start finding out the unfit mother stuff, once you realize like how weird and not cool it was for her to leak Daisy's address, like, what was that about? That was weird, right? And then Daisy really starts spilling some tea. Check this out. Look, this is when Daisy exposed the Matthew guy. Remember, Miss Wet just exposed him too. Look, Wet Matthew Zeus. Look, shout out to my girl Baddies Barbie W for the post. Grape Tea gang in the building. This was Miss Wet exposing the guy, right? Looked like he's a Brad, you know what I mean, or a Trevor or whatever, right? She says, Matthew, why are you playing with me? I thought we were solid as F. I'm one of a kind and y'all still playing with me. My energy has always been pure. Stop playing with me, Matthew. And she tagged him, right? So apparently this Matthew character is the same guy that leaked, that gave Bahati Daisy's address and phone number and stuff, right? Shout out to Clock in Tea with me for the post. Daisy says Bahati is a non-factor, says Bahati got her address from Zeus producer Matthew, and says Bahati found out Daisy baby daddy is in jail. Oh, that's how she knew that. So she was really doing like real homework on her. Huh.
Well, yeah, in the real world, it's crazy. I don't pay that bitch no mind. That bitch know everything about me. I asked her, I said, where you get my address from Shay? She said, no, a fan gave me your address. Girl, shut up. No, they didn't. Bitch, you got it from Shay, who got it from Matthew. The fuck? This is a non-factor bitch that just watch everything I do, literally. Like, y'all didn't even know my baby dad was in jail. This bitch knew my baby dad in jail. Nobody knows he's in jail. Now everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, this bitch, your baby dad's in jail. So who's watching your babies now? Huh? So that's where the part when I'm like, bitch, you don't even have your kids, like your daughter, bitch. Like your mom, your daughter lives with your mom. She don't even live with you. So what the fuck are you talking about my baby dad for? He not even worried about you, bitch. Bahati is such a non-factor in the baddies world. And in the real world, it's crazy. I don't pay that bitch no mind. That bitch know everything about me. I asked her, I said, where you get my address from Shay? She said, no, a fan gave me your address. Girl, shut up. No, they didn't. Bitch, you got it from Shay, who got it from Matthew. The fuck? Just a non-factor bitch that just watch everything I do.
Wow. Yeah, so that was pretty crazy. So peep this, y'all. This is where it gets real interesting. Okay?
Bring the popcorn. This finna get good.
I'm so mad. I should have downloaded it, y'all, but they was playing music, so I couldn't play it anyway. So I can just give you guys the rundown of Daisy's deleted live stream from early. All right, and she knew what she was doing because she said, I'm deleting this in an hour, so y'all better get it now, right? And I listened to it twice. So for one, Daisy said Baddies is scripted. Straight up, 100% scripted, right? Allegedly, we're just going by what Daisy said. She said Baddies is 100% scripted, but they do go off, script sometimes, and it's usually because of the producers, and that's why we be seeing some of the baddies crash out, more than usual because they went off script. Like a good example would be Big Lex. Remember what happened to her wig and she was crashing out? Apparently that was off script, something like that, right? When we just see them crashing out just a little bit more than usual, like they tripping, right? Remember when AK Bar was crashing out off camera after she fought DTV? Because apparently she was on some no contact list. She wasn't supposed to even be fighting, which is crazy to me. She wasn't supposed to be fighting and she was crashing out and stuff like that. So stuff like that, right? Tommy, right? What happened with her daughter? She was crashing out on the phone on Lemmy and stuff like that. That wasn't on script for Lex to just swing on Tommy. You know what I'm saying? So, but for the most part, she said everything 100% scripted, right? So this is where it gets real interesting, and this is where I give Bahati the side eye, okay? So Daisy also says that Bahati has had everybody fooled. And well, let me start off with this first. She talks about Rolly, right? And she said the whole Rolly thing was fake, right? She said that was all Rolly and Lemmy creating a whole storyline with Rolly. She said she's literally never had an issue with her, right? She said Lemmy, and I do remember this. Lemmy went up to her, hey, this is Rolly Jr. Daisy was like, no, I'm not. I'm Daisy. I'm not Rolly Jr. Rolly talking about, oh, I'm the blueprint. Girl, I'm this and that. Just start really just throwing shade at her all of a sudden. I don't know if y'all remember, y'all. Daisy did not start with Rolly. Rolly started with Daisy. So obviously they got into it with that. And then she like, all right, what's up? Like, you talking all this trash about me and stuff like that, right? See me at the premiere. Obviously, Rolly didn't show up to the premiere because they was gonna fight, right? And Daisy ended up fighting anyways. I think remember Daisy beat up Bahati friend or something like that. So it leads to the Baddies Gone Wild reunion. The viral moment happened. You ain't got no money for the baby. Daisy said she always felt like that was weird because everybody leaves their baby to be on Baddies, right? And she was like, Rolly, not like everybody. She was like, everybody got. So you know they trying to throw the caveat of like, oh, you just had your baby. Well, Stinker did too, and Stinker didn't get the pushback that Daisy got. So you should be saying the same thing to Tinker too. She ain't got no money for the baby, especially somebody who's been on multiple seasons of Baddies already. Mind you, she just had her baby to be on Baddies USA Chapter 1. She was on Midwest and Caribbean, as opposed to somebody like Daisy who's just getting started. First season, right? And her baby was actually a little bit older. I think she said her baby was like 6 months or whatever. Think a baby was a month, right? But she felt like it was like hypocrisy too, because they was like, oh, you left America to go to Brazil, you know, to shoot a show, you know what I mean, without the baby and stuff like that. And she was like, well, Bahati left hers in Australia to go to Brazil. To America and then Brazil while hers. And then she said, at least I got custody of her 4 kids. She take care of her kids. Bahati doesn't. Bahati, this is all alleged. She was like, Bahati don't got custody of her daughter at all. And her daughter like 5 or 6 years old. Her mom got custody of her daughter. And I said, damn, okay. And it's crazy because Daisy does say this to her face, and she just go over it. She just kept telling Daisy, you ain't got no money for the baby. And she was like, at least I got my baby. What are we talking about, right? So she decided to really spill some tea, okay? She decided to really spill some tea about Bahati and her connection to Natalie. Basically, whenever you see anybody on these shows, it's never on accident. So take this with a grain of salt, y'all. This is all alleged, but I'm just letting y'all know what Daisy said in her deleted stream from earlier, right? She said Natalie met Bahati in Africa. And I said, oh, interesting. How? She said she met Bahati through Bahati's baby daddy, who's a rich trick in Africa. Natalie and Bahati, you know, they out there selling it. You know what I mean? And that's how they linked up between, you know, her baby daddy. Because they both out there selling it. And dude was a rich trick. And Bahati wasn't even supposed to get pregnant. It was on accident, but she got pregnant by her trick. She had a trick baby. And she never wanted the baby and gave her custody. Instead of giving the custody to the dad, if she didn't want him, you know, want the baby, she gave her, you know, to the mom. And the mom is raising the baby now. And I said, wow.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
So basically she was like, you know, y'all got all this smoke for me when I actually take care of my kids, but Bahati doesn't. You know? And that made sense to me too, because, you know, with the whole tricking, you know what I mean, selling it and stuff, because obviously they already got those allegations, right? But it made me think about the connections with Leandra, who's on Baddies Gone Wild, and Nas on Baddies Gone Wild with Natalie after I think they both said that they were chosen by Natalie, right? They were both chosen by Natalie. Leandra was just in prison in London. Wasn't the Baddies just in the UK for Baddies Africa? Huh? Hold on. London. Is it legal? Huh. Mind you, she just got out of prison in London. How you meet her? Prostitute. Selling it, okay? Selling it is legal in London and throughout England. Huh. Interesting. Did she just say she was in London? Hold on. Leandra, Baddies, London. She tells her story. I'm trying to see when she tell her story. She was like, "Oh yeah, you know, I was in prison in London." Hold on, let's see. I swear they be picking and choosing when they want to show you something. So I think the story right here. Okay, fair use.
I flew to the UK to like deliver drugs or whatever. This peaceful, quiet thing smuggled in coke. What? So then I spent 19 months locked up in the UK. You know about that? No, never.
Oh, where it was what? It was packed in a suitcase like.
Huh. Interesting. And then remember Nas, right? Nas said Natalie invited her to Baddies Gone Wild personally, and she's from Germany. So I said, huh, is it legal in Germany too? Huh. Selling it in Germany is legal under the Selling It Act and the Selling It Protection Act. The industry is protected as a legitimate business, allowing S workers to access labor rights, health insurance, and Social Security. Huh.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Huh. She was literally recently in Germany. Huh. Natalie on stage at the Euro Palace in Germany. London, UK. Huh. And she was in Wise Bait in Germany. This was all just this year in January. Huh.
The 12th, 2015.
Yes.
Okay. And have they been changed in any way for you, based on what's in front of you?
No.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, the state now moves to admit.
Yeah, so I'm just saying it's just super interesting. Like when we connect dots like that, it's all alleged, y'all. We just going down a rabbit hole, but it's just pretty interesting that Daisy alleges that Natalie met Bahati selling cat in Africa. She was just out there for Baddies Africa. I'm just saying. I don't know. Y'all do what y'all will with that information. Shout out to Real Baddie Talk for the post. Bahati claps back at Daisy Dukes after episode 1 drama and defends her kid. So she says Shark Tooth did all that talking just to get kicked off the show. Until this day, she still ain't got no money for Baby Shark. Ooh. Talking about the grandma looking after my kid. Like, obviously, did you want me to leave my child home alone or bring the child to film? Be serious. Daisy said, no, girl, you ain't got custody. Right? So look what Bahati says. Bahati says, just because everybody else chooses to put their kids all over the internet doesn't mean I have to. The whole reason I kept my child private was to avoid weird conversations and opinions from strangers exactly like this. I'm a mother 24/7. My child lives with me, is loved, cared for, and protected. Whether the internet knew about my daughter or not changes absolutely nothing about that. And let's be real, Daisy does not know me personally. She said what she said for cameras and drama. It was already addressed, but Zeus chose not to air it. Y'all are acting entitled to information about somebody else's child, when in reality, you're not. My daughter is not a storyline, not content, and not for public consumption. But Daisy's is? No, we got to be fair, though. Like, Daisy deserves the same privacy, right? Like, what we talking about? Like, we being honest, right?
And I said what I said.
We being fair.
Shut when you think about it.
Everybody need to mind their business if that's the point.
Mind your business. Mind your business. But you took her back.
I made the decision to keep my daughter out of the spotlight for her peace and safety, and that's final. And I agree with that. I respect that. But why isn't Daisy deserve that same? What's the name? Mind you, Bahati leaked Daisy's address, and Daisy claims that they try to burn her house down. You remember that? So Bahati says, not addressing this again after this. More than half of the girls on Baddies have kids and do exactly what parents are supposed to do, which is arrange childcare while they work. That is normal parenting. Some of y'all sound just as dumb as Daisy with this take. Why would I bring my child to a feminine environment like that instead of leaving her safely with family? Now, Daisy went live and she said she was throwing shade at Scotty. She was throwing shade at Scotty, and I'm going to throw in Krayshawn too for having you know what I mean? They had Junior and she had Iceland on set. I'm just saying, is that shade?
Bitch, that's shade. Humble yourself.
I'm just saying. Am I being messy? My bad.
So messy.
Yeah. What you over here being messy for?
She says, do y'all hear yourselves? The whole point of having support is so my daughter is taken care of while you handle work. While I handle work. My daughter is loved, protected, and cared for. That's all that matters. End of discussion. And she just kept telling Daisy, you ain't got no money for the baby, but she said, you can't understand it because you don't even have your daughter. Ooh. I don't know, man. They said I'm with Bahati on this. I don't know, man. Look, somebody says I'm still side-eyeing Bahati. She didn't deny it when Daisy said her mom has custody and takes care of her. She said Bahati doesn't F with her daughter, basically, and she didn't and couldn't say nothing except Daisy doesn't have money for hers. Exactly. Now, Bahati said your mother has custody and your kid lives with her, and you didn't deny it once. Facts. I'm just saying, y'all do what y'all will with that information. So Daisy actually responds, okay? Let's see what Daisy has to say.
Bring the popcorn. This finna get good.
So Daisy says, since everybody want to act confused, let me clear this up one time. Nobody is saying anybody has to post their child on social media. I actually removed mine from my page once I got on TV because I wanted to protect them from the industry and the negativity that comes with it. The difference is y'all brought my children into this. Bahati, Roller, and Janelle. For real, Janelle said something about Dave. Janelle and others were the ones speaking on my kids, my parenting, posting my address, putting my family in danger, and laughing after my house got set on fire. Wow. But Daisy's the bad guy? So yes, once y'all bring up my motherhood, everything else is on the table. And let's stop acting like this is about privacy. Before Baddies, before auditions, before TV, before any of this, you still never acknowledged your daughter. What mother doesn't naturally speak about their daughter? Not because you were protecting her, because you're ashamed and because your child's father is married. Oh, she did say that too, y'all. She said he's a rich, married trick in Africa. Y'all, this is a lot. What?
A hot ass mess.
Oh. That's crazy.
Man, there's a different. Well, Camilla was still claiming her baby, and Donald Penn was married. Yeah, y'all. If y'all didn't know that, Camilla had a side baby. Yeah, that wasn't her man. Camilla was basically ruining the marriage. Obviously, he has a lot to do with it too, but it's two peas in a pie. Look, Camilla, look, Donald Penn cheated with Camilla. So that daughter that she had, you know, that was a side baby. And she tried to extort him too. Why y'all never bring that up? Camilla's not a good person. She tried to extort that man. Y'all remember that? Yes, former NFL offensive lineman Donald Penn had an affair with reality star Camilla Poindexter from Bad Girls Club, which resulted in the birth of a child. The high-profile paternity drama unfolded with several highly publicized details. The exposure: Penn's wife, Dominique Penn, publicly exposed the affair and pregnancy on social media in October 2016, accusing Poindexter of trying to extort hush money from them. Wow. The child, Camilla Poindexter, known for her appearance on the reality show Bad Girls Club, gave birth to her daughter Dylan in 2016. The relationship status: at the time of the affair and pregnancy, Penn was legally married to his wife Dominique. The aftermath: despite the affair and public feud, Donald and Dominique Penn remained together. She tried to break them up, y'all. And when Dominique ultimately decided to stay in the marriage, later reports indicated continued tension as Camilla frequently aired grievances on social media regarding how she and her daughter were treated by them. What do you mean? You thought she would just be open arms to your daughter, Camilla? Come on, are you okay? Then you tried to extort them for hush money, so you just gonna be like, yeah, the daughter, she don't want the Dominic, the wife don't want nothing to do with you or the daughter. I get it.
Whoa, you guys are delusional.
You out your fucking mind.
Fucking bitch, I don't have a thought, bitch. I'm from Crip. Bitch, I'm a Crip at the end of the day. I don't thought on no hoe. Fuck what you talking about thought. I don't thought on no bitch. The fuck is y'all talking about? Thought. Bitch, I don't thought. I didn't think a thought or rock or no hoe. Bitch.
You didn't know about this? Yeah. That's why y'all come over here. Drop some grapes in the chat. That's why y'all come over here, because sometimes y'all hear about stuff y'all didn't even know about. But yeah, Camilla ain't no better. At all, honestly. But this is exactly what the fans want to see. Grape Tea.
That's what the fans want to see. That's literally what the fans want to see. Do you understand? That's what they want to see. And that's what the fans want to see. That's what the fans, I promise you, want to see.
We go clock it every single time.
Clock it.
Okay. Any fool, okay? Yeah, man. So she said, yeah, you had a baby by a married man. She said there's a difference between a mother protecting her daughter from the spotlight and a woman who don't even raise her daughter. Y'all bash me because of my kids, because my kids are home safe with their father in our home while I work. Meanwhile, your daughter literally lives with your mother because you don't take care of her. So all that no money for the baby joking is ironic when your money only goes to yourself. A real mother sacrifices for her child. A real mother comes home to her child. A real mother raises her child. Don't weaponize motherhood when you don't even live in yours. Oh my God. She kind of ate, y'all. I mean, if we go, come on, y'all can't be biased, y'all. And y'all know I love Bahati. I rock with Bahati, but I mean, I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Huh? Let's talk about that.
This whole situation is crazy.
This is crazy.
Wow. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. As of now, the baddies' mommy duties are always in question. I will say that. Y'all forgot about Ciroc? We talking about Camilla. Y'all heard about Ciroc? Ciroc apparently didn't have custody before either. Y'all saw that? Hold on. Ciroc, baddies. Y'all remember that? Mariah Lynn exposed that? I said, whoa. Hold on. Ciroc. Let's see. Mariah Lynn exposed that when her and Mariah Lynn first start beefing. So look, hold on. The internet is undefeated, y'all. Y'all saw this? Yeah. Shout out to Real Baddie Talk for the Post. Y'all know, but y'all come here for the tea. Everybody don't be knowing. We know. I'm the Baddiesologist. I'm the Baddies historian. This is what we do, right? But yeah, this is Ciroc. The wig is no comment. No comment. No comment.
A hot ass mess.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Why she look so rough? The fuck am I watching? Ugh. Whoa. Yuck.
Wow. But check this out. Same crazy type of situation. Look, since you want to post old videos of me, she said, she said you ain't even got no, oh, wow. Yeah, so apparently she didn't have custody of hers either at one point. I think she do now, but because this is old, but it seemed like to be a baddie, y'all, you know what I mean? Basically, motherhood got to be questionable. Fair use.
Joining us for KAGS News, I'm Elizabeth Tharp. Legend mourning a 6-year-old boy from Calvert has been missing since July 9th. Authorities say his mother, who is not to have contact with him, kidnapped him. KAGS reporter Epiphany Lachey spoke with people close to this case as well as mourning's grandmother and has the latest. Epiphany.
Yeah, Elizabeth, the search for a 6-year-old child has had more questions than answers. But one thing is for sure, he has a grandmother at home who loves him and is eager for his return.
In this case, it was that the child has been reported missing, and law enforcement felt that due to the circumstances that the child was in danger of serious bodily injury.
According to Amber Alert Network, Brazos Valley, Mourning's 29-year-old biological mother is considered non-custodial. She's been out of his life for a majority of it. Jonelle Hickman turned herself into the...
Thanks for joining us for KAGS News. I'm Elizabeth Tharp. Legend mourning a 6-year-old boy from Calvert has been missing.
Jonelle is Ciroc, by the way, y'all. Yeah. So, but what I'm just saying is just crazy how, I mean, we already know about Krayshawn, right? So it's just crazy how we the baddies and motherhood. It don't seem like it's a mesh, you know. But allegedly, any food. What I'm saying is nobody got smoke for Ciroc when it comes to stuff like this. It's just all money for the baby with Daisy, and Daisy got hers. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. But I'll keep you guys updated. Okay. I will keep you guys updated.